Microsoft has officially dropped support for Windows 8.1 as of January 10, 2023, ending the saga that was Windows 8 and 8.1 that began in 2012. Windows 8 has been supported since 2016, with those users being offered a free upgrade to Windows 8.1 when it became available in 2013, and a free upgrade to Windows 10 when it was released in 2015. In this post-mortem review of the controversial operating system, I'll go over what the OS meant to the greater Microsoft vision and what it's like using today. Windows 8 got rid of the start menu and the start icon in favor of a start screen, with Windows 8.1 bringing back the icon. However, the start screen stayed. This is one of the major controversial decisions that Microsoft made for Windows 8 and 8.1 because a lot of users were using the start menu as has been a staple feature for navigation in Windows since Windows 95. Since Windows 8 and 8.1 were more focused on mobile devices such as tablets, phones, and two-in-ones, Microsoft felt that the start screen made more sense for an easier user experience. However, many desktop users felt left out. On mobile devices, many came with a physical Windows button, whether it was capacitive or touch-enabled, that allowed for them to navigate the start screen. Speaking of that screen, this screen kind of highlights the new Metro design with the larger tiles and simplification of design elements that was a departure from Windows Vista and Windows 7's Aero design. Everything on the initial start screen is a tile, and what was really cool was the introduction of live tiles, which updated the tiles with information such as new emails and events. Live tiles would continue into Windows 10, however it was killed off in Windows 11 in favor of widgets. Live tiles was a great feature on Windows Phone and Windows 8 and 8.1 for an increasingly digital lifestyle where things were consistently updating. I feel like the live activities brought in by Apple in iOS 16 built upon the idea that live tiles presented. However, the lack of app support for live tiles ultimately killed the usefulness of it. When it comes to apps, Windows 8 and 8.1 introduced the Microsoft Store, which was Microsoft's response to the Mac App Store on OS X and to a lesser extent the Google Play Store on Android and the App Store on iOS. This, in my opinion, was one of the things that killed part of the momentum for Microsoft's push into mobile devices, as very few prominent developers developed any worthwhile applications for the platform. While Microsoft advertised and pushed for UWPs, or Universal Window Platform apps, where apps were created to be compatible with Xbox, Windows, Windows Phone, and eventually HoloLens, many developers did not take up on the offer. The Microsoft Store is full of what could be considered lower-tier mobile games and a few larger names such as Netflix, Amazon, and Twitter, making essentially glorified web apps. It lacked AAA titles for gaming that are prominent in Steam, with bigger names in terms of gaming either being mobile apps or just using the name of bigger titles for watered-down offshoots. Given the fact that we're still running Windows, many apps could just be downloaded from the internet and installed by the user without having to go through the App Store, as always. But issues arose with the original Surface, where it was running Windows RT, which is a 32-bit ARM version of Windows, where many applications simply do not support the architecture. Things like this highlight another issue with Windows 8.1. It was a major facelift, yes, but it's the same old Windows. There are major design inconsistencies with older icons, scaling problems, even though Windows 8.1 supported higher resolution. Parts of the built-in software, such as Control Panel, just carrying the same design as previous version of Windows, which remains true to this day with Windows 11, albeit with some icon updates, and compatibility between applications and the platform, where Microsoft had to create Windows RT, Windows 8, and Windows 8.1 in the span of about 2 years with similar layouts with different levels of support. This conflicting nature can be seen when using desktop apps versus Microsoft Store apps, such as with Internet Explorer, the desktop app, and Internet Explorer, the Windows Store app, which are two separate competing designs which can both be considered Metro design by Microsoft. So what is Windows 8.1 like today? Well, not great. The design aged better than expected, with many elements evolving in later Windows versions. However, nothing really works. The MSN apps such as news, sports, and travel either loads forever or errors out, which I kinda expect as Microsoft dropped support for them in 2019. Internet Explorer has been dropped in support as of December 2022, and Edge dropped support for Windows 8 and 8.1 last year as well, so no more security features or fixes will be available anymore. I've tried Skype and OneDrive and couldn't even log into a Microsoft account without it freezing up. The Maps app seems to still be working, but a desktop map app from Microsoft is a bit unpractical for getting to your destination. If you download apps from the internet, they may still be supported after Microsoft officially ended support for the OS, but these applications are few and far between, and applications from the Microsoft Store may no longer be available after support has officially dropped and they shut down the servers. So the overall impression of the now deceased Windows 8.1 is that it served as a good operating system for mobile devices, but not so much for desktop clients and workstations. The design elements remain very clean, and a lot of what is seen in Windows 8 and 8.1 carried into Windows 10, with things such as tiles, tablet mode, and the UI design taking elements from here. So this has been my post-mortem review of Windows 8.1. I know I missed a few features, but I just wanted to give an overall rundown of the operating system in this video. Feel free to comment to highlight anything I may have missed, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching.